This is the future.
I was very pleased that Digital Extremes did tweak the Corpus Railjack, or more specifically, the Voidstorm missions. Right now, I can say that this is one of the best farming spots for Endo, Railjack materials needed for your big ship or as munchies for your gluttonous Helminth Munch Boy, platinum through prime parts farming, and even thousands of credits at the end of each mission. Not to mention that it also rewards relics, and the currency in the game, which is the corrupted Holokis that allows you to buy 10-hit melee weapon from Ergoglast. On top of all that, it's one of the best, if not the best intrinsic farm while you farm the other stuff I have mentioned earlier. It's also a good spot in leveling warframes and weapons if you are in an organized group with 4 members, with other members willing to taxi you in the whole mission. Right now, I can say that Voidstorm missions are the culmination of all the hard work you put into the game. I am not saying that this is the endgame of Warframe, and mind you, this is just my opinion. It's like the best mission for those high-level players who want to farm multiple things at once. I know several missions are great in specific farming, say, for example, Endo farming. The arena in Sedna in Steel Path difficulty yields the most Endo per 1 to 2 minutes run. It can yield you 3,000 to 4,000 Endo with a dedicated Endo farming team which composes of a pilfering Strangledome Cora, a Desecrate Necros, and a high-range Lava Pull Nidus. However, for high-level players like me, we would like to farm not just Endo, but also other stuff needed for our experimentations or builds, and the Voidstorm allows us to do that in just one go. You don't just get tons of Endo from the rewards and also from scrapping wreckage, but you get other stuff that we need for building stuff and sustaining our addiction to spending things in Warframe like a one-day millionaire. Honestly, it sucks to have low resources for the Helminth system, especially that you have a couple of combos you'll want to try. I must admit that I am addicted to the Helminth system, and as well as being a former freak, that is why you always see me with fewer materials for the Helminth system and Platinum. Also, it's nice to go in one mission to farm them all rather than jump into one and then into another just to farm 2 different stuff that you need. Overall, the Voidstorm mission is pretty good right now, especially that Digital Extremes fixed all the bugs and adjusted the insane RNG of rewards, especially the corrupted Holokis. The Voidstorm missions during release were a buggy mess, a visual bug that can burn your eyes, and the corrupted Holokis were as annoying as the scintillant farm. After a couple of runs, I decided to just skip the whole Voidstorm thing and waited for months to receive a decent update. In fact, this is just my first time farming those melee weapons and I'm looking forward to sharing some awesome combos with you guys. For now, let's focus on the goodness of the Voidstorm mission. Like I have said, this mission is pretty good right now in terms of rewards, but the catch is, you need a decent Railjack to solo the missions. If you don't have that yet, then now is the right time to get one, and you can use the Voidstorm missions to upgrade your Railjack if you haven't yet. Simply look for teams and participate in the mission. You don't exactly have to get a superb Railjack, as the Voidstorm mission is a mix of Railjack mission and normal Star Chart mission. All you need to do is do what you can do to help the team finish the mission faster. Do not be an asshole and just sit in one corner waiting for the whole mission to finish. Don't be such a dumbass, as you won't get any reactants by doing that, and also, you will piss off the other members of your team. Honestly, sometimes I prefer solo to random public queues since there are a couple of players who just wait until the mission is finished. I just hope that we can do something like a feature to vote and kick someone in the team. If not, then just think of this. By helping your team, the faster you get the objectives done and the faster you receive the rewards. Don't just sit and wait, as you will not just piss your team, but sometimes, you end up failing the whole mission. It's always better to be in a team since you will need more heads for the prime parts farming. It's better to have 4 relics than just 1, as you 4 chances to receive rare prime parts which you can either collect to build you prime Warframe, or sell to other players. Not just it makes the mission easier, but the rewards would somehow be better unless all of you are hated by RNG and gives you former blueprint. Well, it's not a bad reward, but not that good right now since we have the Plague Star that gives us built former. So what Voidstorm missions are the hottest right now, squad leader? Those missions which most people do in public queues? In my experience, I get a lot of luck getting into a 4-man team in public queues by doing either Skirmish Voidstorm mission, or Exterminate Void Storm mission. These Void Storm missions, especially the Exterminate, are the most stack Void Storm missions since players always find these missions easy. I am not saying that the other Void Storm missions are bad, and Spy and Defense are also great. Spy is good when having someone like Limbo that bypasses all lasers, or the same can be said for Wukong. While in Defense, you can go endless, or what waves you want when you have someone like Mesa on the team. I don't know when, but probably we will be seeing endless Void Storm mission-like survivals in the future. Now, I would like to know your opinion in the comment section below on what are the best Void Storm missions for you. But before you do that, let me share a few setup for my Void Storm farming. First is my 2 former Lavos which I use in skirmish missions. The reason why I'm using Lavos in skirmish Void Storm missions is because of his passive ability that requires no energy to cast ability but only cooldown. This is also applicable to the Railjack abilities and it's really handy especially if you are saving those energy pads for idle hunts. Next is the versatile Warframe Mesa. I don't have a specific setup for Mesa in the Void Storm mission as she usually shines with enough power, strength, duration, and efficiency for her Peacemaker. For the regulator pistols, it's all about corrosive with both galvanized mods, primed critical mods, and a whole lot of damage in status chance. Now, let me show you also my Railjack. The first stop is the components. To be honest with you guys, I don't have a specific component for both engines and shield array. I just use whatever I found to have greater stats than the others. In this case, I go with Levin, but as I have said, it really doesn't matter what you put in here unless you are aiming for a mean max Railjack with whatever playstyle you want. I just focus on the plating and reactor. The plating will make your Railjack tanky as hell and I recommend you have the rank 3 plating since they offer the most armor for your Railjack. In terms of reactor, this affects your battle mods and it's up to you what stats you need for your Railjack abilities. In my case, I need some strength and range to farm the Void Storm missions, which is why I go with the Zetki reactor. For the armaments, I go with the Zetki Vort and Zetki Epoch which have high fire rate and critical chance. In my playstyle, I usually use my gunners to kill those small flying units on top of using my battle mods. It's a good choice to go with the high fire rate and critical chance so you can kill small enemy ships faster while using your turrets. And also, don't forget to upgrade your Taicho Seeker as this will be your only way to destroy those shields of cruise ships faster. For my Railjack integrated mods, it's all about turrets damage and forward artillery usage. Most missions in the Railjack will task you to destroy targets as you should have enough firepower to do that fast and easily. For the battle mods, I highly suggest Seeker Volley launch multiple missiles that seeks enemies and destroy those small ships faster. While Blackout Pulse is great to have so you can stun lock a cruise ship for a few seconds, giving you enough time to aim and destroy it easily. This slot over here is an optional mod, and you can place any battle mods that you think would benefit you the most. In terms of tactical mods, I don't have something specific and I would just leave the choice to you. For my intrinsic, as you can see, I haven't maxed it all yet, but probably I will this week after a couple of Void Storm runs. I'm farming for corrupted Holokis so I can finally use those new Tenet melee weapons. So, it would just be a matter of time when I max ranked all my intrinsics. The same goes for you if you don't have all intrinsics at max rank yet. Just do Void Storm missions and be useful to your team, and you will end up maxing your intrinsic fast. Right now, I can't suggest any intrinsic to be maxed out first, as players can easily jump into another Railjack and gain intrinsic while farming together with the Void Storm missions. For the crew members, it's really up to you if you want to run the Void Storm missions solo. If you want that, then I suggest 2 gunners so they can help you clear up small ships faster in the mission. They could also defend your Railjack while you are away from those ships attacking, or those pesky ram sleds. I know there are lots of things to do before you get your well-optimized Railjack, but it doesn't mean that you can't farm the Void Storm missions right now. It's way easy to get your Railjack right now as Digital Extremes just slap it on the market and you can buy one with platinum. I highly advise that you have tons of relics. Do the Void Storm missions right now as it's better compared to the normal Void Fisher missions. It gives more rewards than the Star Chart Void Fisher missions, and the best part is, you also can upgrade your Warframes, weapons, and even your Railjack, which in the future you will use more often. Let me know your thoughts about this video in the comment section below. Also, please help me get this video to the recommended page by simply liking the video and sharing it with others. YouTube algorithm is getting weirder as time goes on, and we need to adapt from all this crap they are throwing at us. I'm just thankful that you guys are keeping this channel afloat by supporting all my videos. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.
This is the future.